Hello traders, and welcome back to another lesson. My name is KiraForex, and in today's lesson we would be learning something about break of structure. So in today's lesson I'll teach you how to identify a valid break of structure. So whatever I'll be teaching you today can be applied to any asset you trade, whether on dairy, whether on currencies or whatsoever. This thing I'm going to be teaching you today can be applied to any asset you trade. So without wasting much time, let's get it. And today I'm on derivative. Like I said, you can apply it on currency anywhere. I was doing an analysis on derivative and it came to mind I need to teach my subscribers what a valid or an invalid break of structure is, because I have come across some as I was doing an analysis this morning and I decided to just teach you guys. So follow me and learn something new. So one of my videos where I taught market structure, how to identify market structure or the type of market structures, I already talked about break of structure, but in today we'll be going into detail. So let's look at an illustration of what a break of structure is. So let's assume we have a market that is trending upwards this way. So this is a break of structure in an uptrend market, okay? So when do we consider a break of structure? We consider a break of structure when our new high has broken our previous high. So this is our previous high, and you can see that price pulled up and our new high here has broken the previous high. So you can see what is happening here. This new high has also broken the previous high. This new high has also broken the previous high. So we now term this point as what? A break of structure. So we now term it as a BOS. Others will name it in a short form as BOS. So this is now our break of structure. So we have our break of structure here. We have the first one here. We also have the second one here, and we also have the third one here. Mind you, a break of structure is different from a choke. Okay, break of structure is different from a choke. What we are doing here is a break of structure. So we have a series of higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, in that order. So when a new higher high breaks a previous higher high or breaks a previous high, then we have what? A break of structure. The same thing happens in a downtrend. So this is a downtrend, and in a downtrend we have a series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so what happens is that when the lower low breaks the previous low, then we have a break of structure. The same thing happened here. This is a lower low. When it breaks the previous low, you can see that price is moving in an up. Price is moving in a downtrend this way, and you all know, if you've watched my previous video, then you should know what a downtrend and an uptrend is, or you should know the types of market structure that we have, where I talk about the uptrend, the downtrend, and the consolidation or sideways market structure. So this is when a new low, which is our lower low, breaks a previous low, we have a break of structure. This one has also broken this one, we had a break of structure. This has also broken this one, we also have a break of structure. So we have a high, we have a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, which is forming a downtrend. So that's for a break of structure. But then how do you spot a valid break of structure? Now when we are talking about a valid break of structure, anytime price is breaking to the upside, for a break of structure to be valid, the candle needs to close with a body above the previous high. So if you look at this point, we will do the real example on the real chart. I'll do the example on the real chart for you to understand. So when you look at this point, let's assume this is our candle. Okay, this is our first candle and this is our second candle. Okay, at this point, let's say price is going bullish because we are in an uptrend. Let me change the color here so that you understand it better. And I'm trying to use a simple term and word so you don't get confused. Okay, so price is moving in an uptrend. Look at my colors anyway. Price is moving in an uptrend. Okay, we are in a bullish market, so you're having a series of higher highs and higher lows. Now for us to determine a valid break of structure, then when the candle breaks the previous high with a body and closes with a body, that is when we determine it as a valid break of structure. I'm taking that again. When price closes above the previous high, this previous high, which is this previous candle here, with a body and closes with a body, then that break of structure is valid. So that is a valid break of structure. The same thing is happening here. If price closes here with what? With a body. If price closes above the previous high with a body, we call that a break of structure. But if price closes above the previous high with a wick, we consider that as an invalid break of structure. Now let's look at this point. This is our break of structure, right? Now when I put this here as our wick, if this is our wick and we have another wick here, if this is our wick and we also have another wick here, now we are not looking at the line in between, we are just using this as an illustration. So now price has broken this zone. Sorry, let me draw this wall using this wick here. Rather, let's use this wick here. Let's use this wick. All right, so if price has broken up this way with a wick, we don't consider this as a break of structure. We consider this as an invalid break of structure unless price closes above with a body. That is when we consider this break of structure as valid. Now let's move to the real chart and look at the real example for you to understand what I really mean by valid and invalid break of structure. This is a real example on a real chart, and you can see price is moving in a downtrend. So once price is moving in a downtrend, we're not going to look for our break of structure, the valid break of structure. So like I said, price is moving in a downtrend and is forming a series of lower lows and lower highs. So when you look here, let me zoom for you to see what I'm talking about. Here you can see that price has broken a structure here with a body. So this is a break of structure. We have a BOS, break of structure. So this is a break of structure. You can see that this red candle here has broken the previous low. This red candle has broken the previous low with a body. So you can see this red candle closed with a body. So it has closed below this previous low. So this is a valid break of structure. Then let's look at the next one. You can see the next one too. You can see this red candle has broken with a body towards the downside. It has broken the previous low towards the downside. So this is a valid break of structure. Let's look at another example. I want you to understand this in a simple term. So this is another break of structure. Let's look at another break of structure. Let's look at another break of structure here. Let me delete all this first before we move on. All right, so this is the previous break of structure. Let's look at another one here. You can see this red candle here has broken this previous low with a body that's close below with a body. So this is also a valid break of structure. This here is also a valid break of structure. When you look here, you can see that this candle has also broken the low here. So this is also a valid break of structure. And we are also in a downtrend. So looking at a series of lower lows and lower highs. Now when you look at this point, you can see that this candle has broken this previous low with a body. So we also have a break of structure at this point. And in that order, look at this also. You can see that this candle has also broken with a body. So when we pull it here, you can see that it has broken with a body towards the downside, and it has broken the previous low. So this is also a break of structure. The same thing has also happened here. We also have a break of structure here. So all these ones are valid break of structure. So you can see this is a valid break of structure in a downtrend. Now let's move to an uptrend and look for a valid break of structure. When we are done, we will now come to invalid break of structure. Now this is an example of a break of structure in an uptrend. So you can see that this is our previous high and price has broken. This candle has broken above with a body. You can see it has broken above with a body and closed above the previous high. So this is our valid break of structure. When you look at this point, you can see that this candle here has closed above the previous high with a body. So this is a valid break of structure. The same thing has happened here. This candle here has closed above with a body. So this is a valid break of structure, and the same thing also happened here. This is a valid break of structure in an uptrend. So when you're looking for a valid break of structure, you make sure the body has closed above the previous high or the previous low. So the previous high in an uptrend, the previous low in a downtrend, to validate your break of structure. Now let's look at a break of structure that is not valid. Now this is an invalid break of structure. When you look here, you can see that this candle has closed with a wick to the upside. So it is the wick that has closed. So it is the wick that has closed above the previous high. You can see where I drew the line. So this is an invalid break of structure. This break of structure is not valid. That is why you can see that even after that, price has decided to move downward. So this is not a valid break of structure. Let's look at another example here. If you see here too, you can see that we have this break of structure, this invalid break of structure here, because this candle has not closed above the previous high. So this is an invalid break of structure. If you want to consider this as a break of structure, then it means that we have to pull our line to this end. So this candle has broken the previous high. So this one has now become our valid break of structure. But the moment we put the line here, it has become an invalid break of structure. Let me zoom in for you to see what I'm talking about. You can see, so this is an invalid break of structure. Now let's see if we can get another example here to look at this point too. This is our previous high. So when we draw from here to here, you can see that it is this candle that has broken above this wick that has broken above the previous high. So this is not a valid break of structure. This is an invalid break of structure. If you want to consider this as a valid break of structure, unless we pull it to this end, so you can see that this candle has now closed above the previous high. So this has now become a valid break of structure. But once the line is here, once we are considering this candle, this is not a valid break of structure. Now let's look at this example too. From here to here, this is our previous high. From here to here, this is not a valid break of structure. If you want to consider it as a valid, then unless we bring it to where this candle is, you can see that it has closed above, and this is a wick. So anytime a candle closes above or below with a wick, we don't consider it as a valid break of structure. We consider it as an invalid break of structure. So you can see what happened here. You can see the move to the downside. So this has brought us to the end of today's lesson. If you are loving this content, hit on the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and also subscribe. See you in the next video, and peace out.